This summer, I tracked down my favorite campers and asked them to share with you some of their best tips that have made their small travel trailers feel more like home. Tip number 1, ever feel like you're constantly running out of the little things on the road? Or find yourself carrying more than you need? Meet Leonard, the condiment connoisseur. This tip is practical, it's thrifty, and it saves a lot of space.
Oh, this is something I did that's kind of fun while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm that guy that takes the ketchup packets and whatnot. Well, I thought, let's just make a little storage deal, and you got tea, you got peanut butter, peppermint ketchup, honey. It's all right there.
Is your new modern camper trailer feeling a bit too sterile and clinical? All it takes is just a little peel and stick to quickly change that cold environment into your new home.
We call her Ember the Log Camper. We live in a log home in southern Colorado and really appreciate the feel. So this is Amazon Peel and Stick. We made her into a very cozy cabin feel, and it's just very cozy in here.
It really is. I love it. Diane says that this is just stick-on wallpaper from Target. And you can use this to dress up your camper, and I assume there's a bunch of different
There's a lot of styles,
options,
and
right?
I also used it over when you did the back,
Uh-huh.
like a headboard.
Oh, yeah, she even has some here. So that's pretty neat. So that's something really simple that could
Tie it in.
and add a bit of your own flavor.
Yeah.
We all try to pack light, but how do we accomplish this and bring a bit more of that home feel to the campsite? Well, Scott found a way to bring the brewery to his campsite without lugging around the keg.
If you want to make friends with your fellow campers, this is a growler. So you fill it with beer. It takes a CO2 cartridge that fits in here. You put it on like so.
Like from a BB gun.
Yeah, it's they're like food grade CO2 cartridges.
Okay.
So anyways, you put your CO2 cartridge in there, you fill it with beer, put that on there. The CO2, because it pressurizes it, it keeps the beer fresher longer. And when it's full, you can use it just like a beer tap,
So I don't think I quite understand. So where does the beer come from? Just a can of beer?
No, when you go to like a brewery.
You'll have them fill it up at a brewery.
Like go to,
it's a growler.
Like Palisade Brewing down here. I just filled it a couple days ago, and we just finished it today, actually.
Oh, that's neat. While windows in a small camper make the space feel more open and airy, most of us just settle for whatever windows comes with the trailer. Have you ever thought about adding more? Jeannie did.
These are the folks that did some work on my camper. They put in this window. So this is just a standard port window. It's inside out. And I did add the screen to it. It's kind of a homemade screen. So when I open it, bugs can't come in.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with the casita, this used to have a vent hood here. And so I assume you bend over and you bump your head on it.
Yeah.
It gets in the way, and it didn't pull a lot of air, right?
It actually pulled, but it was really loud. There was a light, and it was kind of a yellowy, ineffective light. And it was, of course, that to draw the cooking fumes out. But I found with my port window, I just open that window, turn the overhead fan on, and I can push the fumes out the window that way. So I don't have any problems.
Why are only the women on this channel doing this? Seriously, guys, step it up. We don't have to settle for beds that take up the entire interior. We can have our bed and our additional space too. You made it a really great setup where you can use this as like your mud room.
Yes, exactly. It's my little mud room.
And then this is where your desk is.
That's my kitchen.
Your kitchen.
No, I'm just saying. No, that's right. The kitchen's in the other room, but yeah. So it's like my office, my boot room, my bed, sit here, watch TV.
Most of us have a shortage of prep space in our camp kitchens. I tracked down Bruce so he could show us how he gained back some of that lost space.
The other thing that we did so that we'd have more counter space and working space is that over the burners, there was originally a fold-up top that would flip back over covering the burners, and we had a custom butcher block made that just sits right on top of the burners, covers them up. It also gives us more working space in the kitchen.
Notice here he also uses a rolled up dish drying rack over his sink to gain even more prep and drying space. Sick of ice runs, soggy food, and expensive ice? Well, my friend Claire found a pretty easy solution to this.
This is my amazing ice maker. I think it's by Stockel, I guess is the name of the brand. I spent a lot of time like having to go buy big bags of ice, and ice is really expensive nowadays. I don't know if you've bought a bag of ice at the gas station. I mean, it can be like $10. So this has been my kind of, workaround. I put it in the Yeti, but also it's great when I have people over for drinks. So like last night we were having some margaritas and popping some ice cubes in there.
And how quick does it take to turn this into ice?
It's usually within, I would say, 15, 20 minutes. Right now I just plugged it in right before you walked up, and it's got some little, they get bigger, but these are like the baby ice, I call it, the baby ice cubes.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, you basically just pour water in and it spits it back out again, and we'll have to wait for it to come, like have one of those spit out moments.
I jokingly mentioned earlier bringing that kitchen sink. Now our friend Brad proves you actually can.
So another thing we like about the kitchen here is that we have this 5-gallon water jug here, and it's hooked up to this Dometic water faucet, which is so nice because it's battery charged, and you just double click on it and you have water coming out, and then you just double click it to stop. And so it makes it very handy to wash hands or to wash dishes or things like that.
Camping in the summer can be hot, but sleeping shouldn't have to be.
It was 105 on Sunday when I first got here, and I was so happy I have these. These are little Velcro covers that you can put on that keep the heat out and the cool in. And they're just got little, they got little Velcros under here, and they just clip on the top. So they slide off like that.
Oh, nice.
So pretty easy. And then my favorite is the woman who makes these, Daphne, who's at the thing also. I'm gonna pull it out. Oh, the ice is making. They also do these window well, or what do you call those, little porthole covers? And these make a huge difference. You can feel right there how hot it is.
Oh my, that's really hot.
So it's really hot. These are fantastic. They allow a little extra, and then it also makes it a little darker in there too, so you can sleep maybe just a little longer because the shades are, not blocking it.
What we did was made this out of piece from our van windshield cover. Basically, I took a piece, I measured, covered the edges with white duct tape so it's nice and secure. I added white sticky back Velcro, and what Velcro up there, it was actually done as one piece so it would match up, and this way the skylight is covered and it's insulated because you can feel the heat. You can definitely feel the heat through there. So
that's a great idea. Want to double your camping enjoyment? Learn how to get organized. Leonard again shows us this not only increases your camping efficiency, it also increases your usable space. And then you can store your shoes down here.
So yeah, I found these. I'm like, where can I put my shoes out of the way? And so I'm able to put 3 there. Of course, you got all the converter and the outlet here, so I didn't put anything on this side, but gets me three pairs of shoes there. So that worked out really well.
We all ensure that our home is safe. If you want your camper to feel more like home, I suggest making your camper more safe as well. So Bruce just showed me this here. This is called a belly band. He has this wrapping around his entire trailer. Not only is this going to help for safety on the road with visibility, but when he's walking back, him and his wife, to the campsite, if there's even just a bit of moon shining off of it or a light anywhere, you're going to be able to see it. Like last night, I was going back to my campsite and I was completely turned around and went into the wrong site. So this is a simple little thing that we can pick up, again, in the description. And then just for us budget folks, we can buy a strip of tape of this. You can put this anywhere in your camper, and just another way to find your way back to your camper at night.
Real easy do-it-yourself project.
Exactly. Some of these people, like Brad, Claire, and Debbie, I can call true friends. And before these rallies, I didn't even know them. That's the beauty of small camper rallies, like-minded people getting together and creating lasting friendships. So make sure to check out Mandy and Kendrick's new camp rallies in the description for more information on how you can get involved. But if you want more of these camp tips, check out this playlist here in the description. You'll find quick ideas from your fellow campers on how to transform your little trailer into that cozy home on wheels. And as usual, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next episode.